Welcome back to Independent Blazers. I'm Dan, and today I'm going to compare and contrast something. Other forms of life versus religion. Sounds kind of strange, I know, but hear me out, folks. There are different types of thinking when it comes to a higher power, having a higher power of some kind. There's the theist, repeat, theist, which means they believe in exact rigid schedule, like a Christian, a Muslim, a Mormon, or whatever. They hold objective truths. A theist may say, hey, this is exactly who God is. This is exactly what God has done. This is exactly what God will do. It is written. You just don't know. There's also atheists who say, no, there is no higher power of any kind. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be stupid. Then you have agnostics who say, I don't know, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. At least they're humble enough to know. Then there are agnostic theists, like myself, who say, yeah, I do believe there's some kind of higher power. Repeat, some kind. And I did say the word believe. I don't claim to know who or what by any means. So now let's compare that to other forms of life. As a strict Christian would say, yes, this is exactly how God did it, or this isn't what God intended. It's like, okay, well, how would you know other than a textbook? But yet people will talk about aliens and say, yes, all these other forms of life exist. This is exactly who they are. This is where they're from. This is what they look like. This is what they want. This is how many different ones of them are there. Well, okay, do you have proof? Do you have concrete proof to empirical data? So far, no. There's only conspiracy theories, people's beliefs, people's stories. Then there are atheists. Compare them to atheists who say, no other forms of life exist. Don't be ridiculous. If there was, we would have known about it by now. You're a fool for even thinking about it. You're crazy. Then there are agnostics who say, yeah, maybe there are. Maybe there aren't. In fact, I remember a quote, I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, who said, there's a 50% chance that there are other forms of life there, and there's a 50% chance that we're completely all alone in the universe. And both are equally terrifying. Now, when it comes to the form of life, I equate myself to an agnostic theist. Do I think other forms of life exist somewhere in this universe? Yeah, I think so. I believe so. Repeat, think, and believe. Not, I don't know for a fact. Why do I think this? Because the Earth compared to the universe is not even a speck of dust. And to the rest of the universe, and I just think it's really difficult for me to believe that we're all alone. But I don't claim to know the truth. I only hear people's stories. So far, we can't prove for a fact that other forms of life exist, and we can't prove that they don't exist. Just like theists can't prove their version of a higher power is the absolute truth, nor can atheists prove that there's absolutely no higher power whatsoever. As for UFOs and for religion, some people say, no, if other forms of life existed, it would have said so in the Bible. And I've questioned those people. I said, well, South America existed at the time, so did societies there during the writings of the Bible, and yet it's not mentioned at all. They don't know what to say when I say it. Other people who are Christians have said it does not contradict the teachings at all. Well, I wouldn't know. Some Christians insist that if there are other forms of life out there, they are demons. They're demons, obviously. While others have said they might be angels. In fact, there's a biblical quote, which I mentioned in another video, where Jesus said, I have other flocks of sheep that you don't know about. But the one contrast I will say is, if aliens do exist and one thinks they don't, then so what? They're wrong. Or if they don't exist and someone insists they do, then they'll just look like a crazy person, a conspiracy theorist, whatever. With religion, they say, if you're right, you get to go to heaven. If you're wrong, you go to hell. And that's how they convert people to their faith, through intimidation and saying, your interpretation is wrong and mine is right. And because you don't interpret the same as I do, you're a blasphemer, you're a heretic. You're serving the enemy and you don't even know it. You're going to burn in hell. But none of us know what's beyond this life. We only know the empirical world. And as of now, we only know about life that exists on this earth. We don't know what else is out there. So in the meantime, folks, please like, subscribe if you haven't already, share, Please bang the notification bell if you haven't already. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter. And in the meantime, grab your independent mind and blaze.